Mario Party! The game that takes the world of Super Mario and turns it into a good old-fashioned board game, full of chaos, minigames, and friendship-ruining fun. Your best friend Max you've known since kindergarten? You don't know him anymore. Your twin sister Sally? Disowned! This is the game where you tell your best friend, if you steal my star, I will punch you in the goddamn mouth. Okay, I think you get the point by now. Anyway, Mario Party, despite the fact that it can make you mad sometimes and do you dirty, it's still a lot of fun. Majority of the boards are really creative and well made, with silly events and lots of fun minigames in between, which of course is the biggest thing to look forward to. I'm sure majority of y'all watching the video have played or at least watched around a Mario Party, so I'm not gonna explain all that. So Mario Party is actually a fairly long running series. It's been around since 1998, and I've played a lot of the games across multiple consoles, including many long multiplayer sessions with so many people. And you would be amazed at the many different types of players I've come across. Some positive, some negative. You got the lucky people, the unlucky, jerks, and more. So today, in this video, I'm gonna discuss the many different types of Mario Party players out there that I've come across. I'm probably gonna be calling out a lot of y'all watching this video, including myself, so don't even get mad at me. Anyway, I'm so bad at making short intros, let's just get into it. First off, we have the last rollers. In most Mario Party games, once you start a match, you roll a dice block to see who goes first. You know, the three people, they hit their dice block, they roll some good numbers, not too bad. Then there's that one guy at the end. They are praying to the Mario Party gods. They are holding that A button down to rapid spin that dice block like they're charging up a goddamn Dragon Ball energy sphere. They think they're about to hit the jackpot, but bam, one! I just know they can't stand doing that all the time. Now, going last isn't always a bad thing. In fact, some boards you can actually benefit from being last. Yeah, it has its benefits at times, but you don't always want to be that guy. You know, it has to really suck having to be the last person to roll every single time. I will never forget this day. I was in elementary school. I was playing Mario Party DS on like the download play thing with like 3 other people. This one guy, he rolled a 1 at the beginning of the game and he shut his DS and he walked off. I never saw him again. Anyway, to all the last rollers out there watching this video, I feel your pain. I hope you can at least go third next time. Good luck. Next up, we got the practice slackers. You're probably wondering, what the hell is a practice slacker? Well, let me tell ya. Normally, after everyone has rolled their dice block and landed on a space for that turn, a minigame will randomly be chosen. And before the minigame actually starts, a practice screen will pop up. This is a staple in pretty much the majority of the Mario Party games. Now, in older games, it would just be the instructions shown on screen, and you could just press the start button to begin, while practicing is an optional thing you can do by pressing a different button. But in newer games, everyone has to ready up before the game starts. And you know, there's nothing initially wrong with that, but there's always that one guy in the group who takes a whole minute to ready up. The rest of us are ready to get our bread up, while little Timmy is practicing the minigame over and over, even if he already knows the rules. Now look, if you've never played the minigame before, or maybe it's been a long time since you last played, and you need a little bit of time practicing, that's perfectly fine. It doesn't apply in that scenario. But if we ran across this minigame a quadrillion times, why are you running around in circles instead of clicking that goddamn plus or minus button? We got stuff to do. I gotta make sure I get those 10 coins. I've been struggling. I need to afford that star next turn. Now, speaking of coins, next up we have the unlucky rich player. Now, rich and unlucky isn't really 2 words you'd see correlate, but I'm telling you, this happens to me in-game all the time. Let's say you're playing a 20-turn Mario Party game. You're on turn 15. 3 of your friends are killing it. They got a few stars each. They got a little bit of coins in the inventory. Meanwhile, you're sitting there with 200 coins in the wallet. Not a single star to your name at all. You could be absolutely killing it by winning all the minigames and getting all the money, but you can also simultaneously be suffering while on the board, getting low rolls, not being able to land at any shop spaces, not being able to reach any stars. You keep getting events that send you to the start of the board. The struggle is real. You aren't getting any stars the entire game, and now you have to literally sit there and hope you win the bonus stars. Now these types of players, they got the skill, for sure. But on the luck side, they're not really all the way there. Now we're gonna talk about the loyal buddy. These players just try to win by their own means, but they never tried to directly brutally attack you. They could have 50 coins and reach the boost space, and they have the ability to steal your one and only star from you, but they decide to just take your coins instead because they'd feel guilty. Your friendship means so much to them that they would never do you dirty in Mario Party. Or they're probably just scared of you, you know? Revenge can happen in Mario Party, and it can be quite brutal. You know, they just really want to stay on your good side, and honestly, I can't really blame these people for feeling that way. Now, I already spoke about the buddy, but let's talk about the buddy. These players will do you absolutely dirty and then try to shake it off with the, "Oh, I'm so sorry for what I'm about to do." Yeah, real cute. Steal 2 stars from me. I am holding that perpetual grudge against you. Now, we're gonna talk about the unlucky charm. This has happened to everybody at least once in their life. Sure, every round will have an unlucky moment or two, but sometimes you get that one session where no matter what, bad shit just happens. You're rolling 1s and 2s on every turn. You land on Bowser over and over. Lil Timmy activated chance time and suddenly you're swapping stars with him. Then all of a sudden you get a luck-based minigame and you fumble the bag right away. And on the cherry on top of your misery sundae, I just know y'all lose them item minigames too. I feel so bad for y'all, seriously. There are some unlucky charms who have to deal with this every single game. Now we have the hidden block magnets. It doesn't matter what the hell is going on. These people will constantly get hidden blocks. Not once, not twice, but 5 million times. We're out here struggling while the game is rewarding them for doing absolutely nothing. Every friend group has that player, and I swear, I know you are the envy of everyone. Now, one of the most brutal ones, the Sabotagers. These people will put up a good fight in the beginning and do pretty well, but they realize one player is doing a little too well, so they try and team up to bring the leading player down. And then the other players reluctantly agree to it. Why do y'all have to hate? I'm grinding doing my own thing, and now you gotta call the goons to jump me next minigame? Now we have the Johns. We're all familiar with the phrase no Johns. It doesn't matter what's going on. These people have an excuse no matter what bad thing happens to them in the game. I pushed the button. I don't like this controller. You beat me because Next up, we got the terrible teammates. In 2v2 minigames, things don't always go the way they seem. One team will have that flawless rhythm, that perfect team structure. Meanwhile, you and the person on your team are just doing your best. Kind of. You tell him to push left, he'll push right. Suddenly you blink and the other team is already 50 kilometers ahead of you. You tell them to hold right on the control stick and they hold left instead. Now you're falling off faster than my monthly view count. And with that, I'm gonna end off the video. I know I missed some for sure, but I don't want this video to be too long. And if there's any types of players that I didn't cover that you wish I did, put it in the comments below and maybe I'll make a part 2 if this does well. If you enjoyed the video, make sure you have a party with that like and subscribe button. I would appreciate it very much. And shout out to all my channel members for making this video possible. I appreciate y'all very, very much. And to anybody playing Super Mario Party Jamboree, good luck. Unless you're playing against me. In that case, it's on site.